How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another What Sold video. And in this week we have more sales. I got a new shirt, and then we also have a new microphone. So let's get started. All right, so we got a couple things that sold that are from the house. First one being this Travis Matthew hat, and that sold for $10. And the other thing that sold is this J. Crew Oxford shirt, and this sold for $15. All right, next thing we got is over here. I think it's this. I think it's this one. Yep, I was right. All right. So we actually sold. It was one buyer bought the same item twice. I had a quantity 2 listing, and I sold 2 copies of Just Dance 2019. Sold for $50 for the pair. My guess would be that this person might bundle this with a console or something, or is a reseller, because it's like, why would you have 2 copies? Kind of a telltale sign. Actually, let me read there. All right, the next item's over here. And for this purchase, the customer loved it so much that they ended up buying 2 of them. So they bought 2 copies of Just Dance 2019. Must have been their favorite game. And for both of them, it sold for $50. All right, another sale from the filing cabinet. So these are a pair of Allbirds. Took a best offer of $20 on these. And I don't know if you can see it right at the bottom there, but you can still see the mark of the price that I bought it for. I should say I paid less than this because the place that I went to actually had a 75% off sale. So people that shop at that store, I guess, just don't know about the value of these particular shoes. But it just goes to show you that, you know, I tried my best to get rid of the marker at the bottom of the price, but, you know, you could still sell them. You know, I'd say just try the best you can at getting the marker off, but people will still buy it even without that, because eventually, you know, they're going to use them, they're going to walk all over the place with them, and that'll just come off. Where are my old... Oh, there they are. Another filing cabinet sale. And another pair of shoes. All right, these are a pair of Olakai shoes. Not too bad, can get really good tread on them too. And these sold for a best offer of $24. All right, the next item I have is down here in this cabinet. So this is an ADS Tech Pyro AV Link. Now, I have a general idea of what this does, but I'm not too particularly sure of all the features and everything. But in this reselling business, you don't really need to know, you know, all the bells and whistles of the item and everything it does to resell it. All that matters really is, hey, does it have value? Let's go ahead and sell it. All right, next item is up in a box on top of my banker box shelf. Let me pull a hat out of my box. And this is a Tampa Bay Rays baseball drive sober, get pulled over bucket hat. Baseball season's about to start, so probably some more interest in this item around this time of year. And I took a best offer of $6 on this. All right, and what are the odds? The next item that sold is under the box where the hat was that we just pulled. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this box down and get this banker box revealed. Should be right here. All right, good. All right. I just put a bag around him because he's pretty big, so I didn't put him in my usual clear bag. But this is a Build-A-Bear dog with little snorkeling accessories. And as you guys know, I'm just trying to get rid of all these Build-A-Bears. It's like, yeah, if I held on to them even longer, I might be able to sell them for a lot more money. But, yeah. So, accepted an offer of $6. All right, next item, box Y. This is a set of coasters from the brand Thirsty Store. And on this, one of them is cracked, but the other ones are just fine. So if somebody was looking for replacements, they could get it. Hey, I got the handle for it too. But yeah, this was a bad buy, unfortunately. I bought it a while back for like $5 for some reason because I was early on in my reselling days, okay? All right, not a good reseller. All right? And so I just wanted to get rid of them, $3. And then just a little clarification on something that I said on the last video where I said that, you know, oh, with the cling wrap or the plastic tarps that I put on the boxes is mostly to keep out the humidity and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, maybe a little bit of that, but a while back I've had some leaks in the shed, and that's not good when you have a whole bunch of inventory that has a lot of value. You know, this is my livelihood. So I basically just decided to put the plastic wrap over everything. If I happen to get a leak, there's a better chance that more of the items in the during that situation would have been saved. All right, another item that's sold down here on the box on the floor. So I think the brand is Falconable. I keep wanting to say Falconable, and this sold for $10. All right, the next item we have over here is a little too big and bulky for me to just kind of lift it up and show you guys. So I'll put a picture of it over here, and what's sold is a Sharp Carousel microwave. A pretty old microwave, but I think people really like it because of the size of it and that it has kind of programmable buttons that you can just easily, you know, push a button. It has really good presets and has a really good sell-through, but I'm probably going to stop selling them just because it's kind of a pain of how big and bulky it is. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Hello, hello, hello. All right, next thing that's sold is a DVD VCR combo, and it's just right around the corner on the bottom shelf here. All right. So a Toshiba DVD VHS player combo, and this sold for a lot, and it's working, and it sold for $100. So as like a general rule of thumb, not like a law, like written in stone here, on those kind of to get started on like filtering out the different VCR DVD combos and stuff like that, I usually look for a record button, and it could have a lot of value if you look on the back. It happens to have HDMI. So those are kind of two things to look out for. And yeah, so far so good. We're starting off really strong on this video. All right, and here's most of the stuff bundled up right here on the table. All right, next item is in box AE. And it's a J. Crew shirt. And this sold for $13, and I bought it for $2. All right, another magazine sold from that Nintendo Power lot. All right. This magazine right here, this one has a calendar inside, and most of the stickers that you can put on the calendar are still in here. And this sold for $18. And remember, these Nintendo Power magazines, I bought a whole lot of them for $5. So that one that sold last week for $40, this one sold for $18, so definitely well within the profit on this. Now, every reseller probably has something in their inventory that they pay relatively little amount of money on, and they only make a little bit of money, but it's kind of just like a little bit of a habit they're into. Some people it's plush and things like that. For me, I do the power cables and just things like that because most of the other people are shopping for big things, and I try to capitalize on maximizing the amount of profits I can make in my visits at thrift stores. And one of the most overlooked areas, in my opinion, is all the power cables. Because, those power cables go for, 50 cents to $1, and you can end up flipping those for, sell them for like $6 and get some shipping. So it's like not a lot of profit there, but at the same time, there's really not a lot of competition either. So. And here's the cable that just sold. So it's just the HP power cable. I think it goes to a printer or something like that. So just right there, I tripled my money pretty much. All right, and here's the next group of sales bundled up. All right, moving on. We got a Pendleton sweater that sold. I pulled this out of the house. And that sold for $28, and I only paid $5, so a lot of profit there. All right, next item over here, it's a JVC remote. Just a little remote control for a VCR TV. And this sold for $15, and I only paid $1 for it. Like the cables I mentioned earlier, TV remotes is like another thing that I look for to see if it has value, where there's not a lot of people competing for it. So sometimes it's good to look there too. All right, next item. It's another golf club screwdriver. We sold one last week that was a Titleist. This one is a Ping. And I actually bought both of these in a bundle for $3. So I basically just put the cost at $1.50 each. So the other one we made a lot more profit on. It was more valuable. This one was kind of just to get rid of it to complete, the bundle getting sold. So I took a best offer of $3.75, and I only had $1.50 into it. All right, another item in a big box over here, a pair of shoes. All right, here they are. A pair of Under Armour cleats, youth size. And those sold for $10, and I paid $5 for them. So on that one, it was basically to just get rid of it. I had it for a long time. Should have never paid $5 for it, so good to get out of there. But you could see where, hey, if you only paid $1 for them or something, then it could be worth it even at just selling it for $10, but still. All right, I'm gonna give this holding the camera in my hand while I pull things a shot. And so we'll go ahead and pull something that I sold. It's a Samsung charging cable, and it is over in box R. So it's down here. This one's easy, so I figured I'd start with this one first. All right. Pull the lid off. Banker boxes. We all love banker boxes, of course. Shout out to Ginger Marvin. All right. Here's the cable in question. Just a, not generic, but a Samsung micro USB charger for a phone. Some people like having the proper charging cable with their phone, so here's one to complete the set for them. All right, and then we got another thing that's sold up here on the shelf. Pull it. It's a Chicago Cubs baseball hat. Still got the stickers on it. Barely, it's still holding on. Barely, you kind of see it peeling a little bit right there, but you can just push it back on, no big deal. And this sold for $8, took a best offer. Had this for a while. I wonder why. Maybe the Chicago Cubs aren't a good team. They were a few years ago, though, so I'll give them that. But yeah, sold for $8, took best offer. Let's get out. Let's get our cash back, and let's make some more money. All right, here's the last bit of sales for the week bundled up. I'd say a good amount of sales for the week, so we always like that. And if you liked what you saw in this video, please leave a like button, and please subscribe to follow for more content. I do plan to add another type of video. So right now I just got what sold this week, but I will branch out. I'll probably, for the next video to where I'll have 2 a week, will be, you know, what I bought for the week to list. So we'll have what sold for the week, we'll have like what I picked for a week, and then of course what everyone's been waiting for on this channel is going to eventually be the more lighthearted, kind of like parody videos that fit right in line with the reseller community, especially with Dave the NC Picker. I mean, he's talking about all these negative comments he's getting and everything like that. Just hold on just a little bit longer, all right? I mean, got a really good parody video in mind that I think you'll really enjoy. And that's it for this video. Like I said, please subscribe so you can watch that video.